Yeah, I've been pretty inconsistent with my videos and just wanted to give you an update. I think for this year, I will try to do a better job at being consistent and more frequent. And so part of that is going to change the format a little bit. I'm just going to try to record and, maybe do a little bit less editing, which will take a lot of pressure off of the work that's involved in putting together videos. And so hopefully that'll help. And so first of all, this space right here is, I guess you can call it a coffee cave, coffee lab. It's just my coffee space, I guess. I don't know. But anyway, I kind of carved out this little area in the garage to do all my coffee stuff. And I guess this kind of first update video will be maybe showing you guys a little bit about what that looks like and where I feel like I'm gonna be taking all of this. So let me take this off of here and show you guys around. It's a really small space. It's probably 3 foot by 3 foot by maybe 6, so 3 by 6 space. And so so it's pretty small. But I think I can do things to make use of this space to be able to fit everything. As you can see, I got quite a bit of stuff going on. I think I'll start over here. So here is where I have my grinders. So this one right here is a Chiato E5P that I've modified to make it a single dose. And I'll talk about, maybe I'll do a video on it a little bit later, all the different things I did for that. I have the Arco grinder, the Go Mini, and I got a few hand grinders. This one in the back, it's basically a Turkish coffee grinder. I don't really use it anymore since I have these other ones. This is my EasyPresso JX Pro, and I just recently got this also EasyPresso ZP6. Haven't used it yet. Both of these two, the Arco and this ZP6, I just got pretty recently. Haven't had a chance to really check them out. This is one of my older grinders. I still use it actually, and I've modified it, as you can see here. I'm able to do fine adjustments, so I can use this for espresso. And I'm hanging on to it because I think I mostly do single dosing, but in those instances where maybe I'm making coffee for a lot of people, having this hopper set up, it'll come in handy, so I'm keeping that. And this thing right here is actually a blade grinder, but it's some really high speed. I can't remember. I think it's something around, I want to say like at least 30,000 RPM, something like that. It's some ridiculous number. But I can grind like maybe 2 or 3 bags of coffee at one time in about 30 seconds. So and it basically grinds to powder. And so I have a specific method that I use of making coffee concentrate, and that's what I use this for. And I'll probably do a video on that later. Let's see. This right here, I took a part of one of those fake espresso machines. I bought it for like 20 or 30 bucks on sale at Amazon, and I took all the parts off and just kept the steaming portion. And so what I was trying to do here is experiment in that you don't really see these like milk steamers as a standalone. The only ones you see are kind of commercial, and they cost hundreds of dollars. And it just puzzles me why a company would not kind of make just a home version that could be much more affordable. So this is a little experiment. It actually works pretty good. It was a $30 espresso machine, so it wasn't. It's not going to compare to something like even like a Gaja, but it works though, and I could probably show that at some point. And then here I have this is just some paper towels, but I have my drippers. All right, so I got probably a dozen or so drippers, as well as I got my AeroPress. This is the Wakako Pico Presso, my mocha pot that I need to finish modification to, and that's going to be the next video. I'll probably record that right after this. Got a French press in the back. I don't really use it too much. Probably haven't used it in a year or two. But I may start using it every once in a while. Trying to perfect all my techniques for various coffees, so probably should do that. My 9 Barista, and then here's my flare that I've modified. I'll be doing some more modifications to it, and so I will show that at some point. And then I have my scales, so there's 3 of them here, as well as this one down here. So these are all pretty cheap scales. The reason why I have so many is they all kind of have a different purpose. This large one here is for large batch, so it has more surface area to kind of set things on and can hold more weight. And so when I'm doing large batch coffee methods, that comes in handy. I have my little the one in the middle is a I guess it's a jewelry scale. It's the one I use with the flare. I probably use that one the most. It's pretty small, pretty handy, and has been really reliable especially when you consider the cost of it. And this one on the right is actually another jewelry scale, but this one is it measures to 1/1000th of a gram. And so this one comes in handy for I haven't done it for quite a bit, but I used to make my own coffee water, and so being able to measure out the minerals to be able to make small batches, a scale to this to this basically getting that granularity comes in handy. And so I have here, this is just a little shelf where, mostly for when I'm doing my prep. So I have this flare dosing cup, which I use pretty much for everything. I really love it. These are my, RDT sprayers. And this one's pretty cool. So it's a mist sprayer. So I don't know if you can see the mist. And I'm not going to be able to focus on it, but maybe you could see it a little bit. Yeah, so I like it because it's not, it's, when you spray, sometimes it's hard to control or know how much you're spraying, because maybe the first spray doesn't fully, come out as much, or you might get drops or whatever. So that one on the right, it's always gonna mist out at a consistent rate, and so it's pretty cool. And then I have just this little board. I have some coffees here, and just more shelves of stuff. And this is the table where I do all my coffee work. And then in the drawers I have just more equipment, and storage. And underneath here, some more storage, and I have my fridge. I don't have any coffee stuff in here. I bought this fridge thinking, of course, well, one thing is I'm storing other stuff, but I was figuring I'd store like my my milk pitchers and milk, but I don't drink. I pretty much just drink coffee black. It was more for when I was kind of experimenting with this and just trying to build my skill, and eventually I want to, be able to do some latte art. So this will come more into play later. I also plan to get, you can buy these really small, what's it called, freezers, and they're like, I think it's, like it's less than 2 feet. It's like 1.5 feet cubed, and so they're pretty small. And what I plan to do is, I have more coffee than I could drink in terms of it staying fresh. So I do plan on freezing. So that'll be more stuff I'll do. And then just lastly, was going to go over this first, but I forgot. So I set this up, when I was setting this space up, I was trying to figure out, okay, well, how can I get all of my equipment here, in here? And, so I figured, okay, I'm going to have to really use the walls, but I tend to change things around a lot. So I started thinking pegboard, but, then I was thinking, well, some of the things like this flare, there's going to be other things that's a little bit too heavy for that. And so I looked around and I saw some videos on using French cleats, which is pretty cool. So they can hold a lot of weight, and they're, you can have all, you could basically, you have all the flexibility that you might, want or need, whether it's the present or going into the future. So I still have more work to do on that. I want to build more, little shelving components and stuff. And some of these cleats I didn't do a good job of cutting them because I didn't have the right tools. But I do have the right tools now, so that's one thing I'll be doing. And then lastly, I have this light, LED lights up here. What I did is I converted this. This used to be a what do you call it? Just a regular light socket, and so I just converted it to an outlet, and then so that I can have this extra outlet here. So I know some of this was blurry, so sorry for that. It'll get better soon. I'll try to do a better job, but at least I wanted to make sure that I start recording some videos. These walls here are pretty, there's nothing there yet. I think I will do something, probably put some more French cleats. Yeah, maybe just around the top area. Just put some French cleats. And then I do plan on, right now these tables and this dresser, I'm using actually an old dresser here. It's temporary. I do plan on replacing this. So yeah, I guess that's it for this first video of 2023. And hopefully I can keep my promise and just be a little bit more consistent. So anyway, thank you all for watching, and yeah, I'll see you on the next one.